on earth ever written. You don't remember exactly what I said. I will tell you what I said, and you can confirm or deny. I said in the words of George Bernard Shaw, I said, George Bernard Shaw says that this is the most dangerous book on earth. Keep it under lock and key. I said, George Bernard Shaw says that. There's a videotape, videos are being made, you can have it confirmed, and I hope and pray that I come again to Scandinavia, to Stockholm, and if you can find that I said that exact words, these are the words of, and the plain truth, it says, you know, many a censor will give it an X rating. Now, out of respect for my brothers and sisters, my sisters and my children, I'm ashamed to quote you the Bible. I asked Jimmy Swaggart. I challenged him. I said, I give you $100 if you will read this portion of the Bible. And I opened Ezekiel chapter 23 and I gave it to him. And that tape is also available here. Videotape, my debate with Swaggart. And you watch. He takes the Bible and he scans Ezekiel 23. And he puts this Bible on the, what do you call that, rostrum, upside down. He takes his own Bible and he reads it. And I lost $100. I lost $100. You know why? I lost $100 to Jimmy Swaggart for reading that. You see, he had played a trick upon the audience, and I was not a quibbler. I don't start quibbling. So you see, you know, you did, no, I don't do that. With a smiling face, I took out the notes and I gave it to him. Jimmy Swaggart. It's on tape. What he did was, you see, what I gave him was in simple English, modern English, where it calls a spade a spade. He scanned that, and he knew he can't read that. Even he, with whatever we discover about him later on, even with all those propensities, he dared not read what I gave him, the Bible. He takes the authorized King James Version, and he read 60 miles an hour. See, some Arab students in Baton Rouge, they're asking me the next morning, he said, Uncle, what happened? We don't know. I said, you see, you know, you challenged him and, you know, he did something and you gave him $100. Why? So I said, you see, this man, number of things he did, which made him to earn the 100. Number one, he didn't read what I gave him. Number two, he was reading 60 miles an hour. Son of man, there were two women, daughters of one mother, and they committed whoredoms in the youth. They committed whoredoms in Egypt. And there were the breast pressed, and there the bruised the teeth of the virginity. The ordinary Arab, he can't catch whoredom. What is whoredom? He's thinking, what did he say? What did he say? And before he can grasp what he could have said, he's gone 10 miles beyond. The speed with which he was reading, the archaic English that he was reading, and pornography to the American young men is not pornography. They are used to it. Day and night, 24 hours a day. You see it on TV, live. So these are the things. I don't know if you want personally, you know, the opportunity of wanting me to read it to you. Ezekiel chapter 16, you read about the Egyptians. The Egyptians, she spoke about an Egyptian husband. Speak about the Egyptians, and it says great of flesh. Now what do you understand by that? The Egyptians and the Syrians, great of flesh, they couldn't satiate these Jews, these Jewish prostitutes. Ezekiel chapter 16. I can't read it to you, but if the pastor wants to, I can open up Ezekiel chapter 16, and if the pastor dare to read it, it's his privilege. Thank you.
We're proceeding next question, and it will be asked to Mr. Stanley Sjöberg. Silence, please, from everyone in the hall. Thank you.
Pastor Stanley, indeed, I'm a bit disappointed because you, a man of your religious stature, to stand here and ridicule us Muslims as immigrants in this country, telling people how much you have helped us and all that. At the same time, I believe you speak in a double tongue. Excuse me, excuse the expression, because you used it yourself. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not used to speaking in public, so my heart is pounding. But you see, you keep pounding into the hearts of the people that we Muslims, we hate Jews. You make an equal sign between us and how to say, Nazists. And you forget that we are living in this country where right now racism is rising very much. Now I want to ask you one simple question. Did Jesus, your God, tell you to treat people that way?
Thank you.
I want to give you an answer. If you invite me to a meeting in which you want to challenge my faith, and when I come, and I also have to pay some money in order to come, I share some of your expenses, and then I come to you, and your contribution to me is to give me poison to kill me. Then I must tell you that I have a better Christian character. When I meet Muslims, I give them bread to eat. We plant trees.
Silence, please.
We dig wells.
Silence, please.
We give them water to drink. And that is quite another character.
Silence, please. Thank you.
And why I use these words were because my Jesus is insulted, and even if I give answer upon answer upon answer, and I've seen videotapes, I know books and Christian leaders, they have given their answer to Mr. Deedat, and he continues to raise the same questions, and he puts his fingers in the ears, and he doesn't want to hear any answer. Then I remind myself from such situations I've heard from when people are tortured, imprisoned, and the captain continued to ask questions, and he doesn't want any answer. He just wants to kill. And I just want to say, you must have a very, very dirty imagination if you look at the Bible as pornography. When the Bible speaks about God's wrath upon nations, I believe that my daughters would be more threatened and feel vomiting reading in the Quran that a Muslim man can take a slave girl, make her a prostitute, and know while he does it that God will forgive him. God will not forgive until he repents.
The next question will go to Mr. Deedat, and will I please be able to remind you that as chairman and chair lady, we have been given the authority to give the word to one person at a time. And again, I'm sorry that I have to remind you about the time limit, but we have to respect this, that one person at a time speaks. Thank you.
Mr. Deedat, yesterday you said it was different between numbers, and Jesus said that me and the Father, we are one, is the first I will say. And today you said that you respect Jesus, you love Jesus, and you believe what he said. And I want, please, Mr. Stanley, if you can read one word from the Bible. I think it's Johannes 16. Ingen kan komma till Fadern utom genom mig.
No one can come to the Father except through me. This is what Jesus said.
Yes, you wanted to know what Jesus had said, and I will tell you that.
Your question, please.
I will repeat what I understood, that with regards to the divinity of Christ, that Jesus is God, I was asking the pastor to give me an unequivocal, unambiguous statement by Jesus, that I am God, worship me. And thank God, he didn't succeed. But now the lady, very fairly, she's asking a question, if I understood it correctly, that Jesus did say, I and my Father are one. That was the first statement. Was it? Where's the lady? She's, I and my Father are one. Now, it implies that if he is one with God, then he is God. That is what it sees, seen on the face of it. I says, you know, sister or pastor, this could